Time is running fast. We are passing through a very competitive era where people stretch themselves in order to achieve their goals and be the best. There are a lot of barriers that people have to break in order to succeed. Pressure, lack of motivation, stress, competition, etc. But there is one very important thing that people also have to deal with: their family. Building a family more than doubles the workload, which can hinder the achievement of your goals. But how do people deal with this measure? How do people manage their work and family, and how does that affect your productivity in your workplace? Statistics show that the time spent in the workplace is increasing, and even if the median hours spent may not vary too much per year, there still are people who work more than the median hours, up to 15 hours a day. In Singapore, due to that, the birth rate is getting lower year by year, which is becoming a concern for the future workforce. Also, according to some researchers, inflexible work hours directly affect the productivity of the individual, slowing down his concentration, motivation, self-esteem, and levels of serotonin. On the opposite side, the stress goes up. Stress comes from two primary sources: role strain and spillover. Role strain occurs when the responsibilities of one role interfere with performing other roles. For example, a job that requires long hours or excessive travel may have a negative impact on a partnership or parenting role. Spillover is when the conditions and relationships in one area of our lives affect us in another area. For example, inflexible work hours, an overbearing supervisor, or a less than positive work environment can have a negative impact on your mood and thus family life. Let's now hear from two different perspectives.
Actually, I don't spend the amount of time I want to with my family. Even for something as simple as lunch with my wife, I find myself rushing or bringing my work to lunch. Due to this, I end up arguing with my wife for trivial matters, and this affects me emotionally.
Actually, I think I spend the correct amount of time with my family.
Even when I am busy at work, during lunch I pay full attention to my wife, as I feel that having a meal with my family is essential in order to bond with my wife, simultaneously taking a break from work. Over the weekend, I try my best to help my wife out with household chores such as preparing and washing the dishes, and this way of life strengthens our relationship.
Due to my bad relationship with my wife at home, I usually arrive at work in a bad mood, and therefore not have the right mindset to foster good relations with my colleagues. Most of the time, my work area is cluttered with work, and I'm always working late to finish my work as things are not organized. Sometimes, I find that I'm rushing to finish my reports, which are usually not well done, as I do not feel the motivation to do well, since my mind is often preoccupied with the negative events at home.
Due to my good relationship with my wife at home, I usually arrive at work in a good mood, which encourages me to foster further good relations with my colleagues. I keep my table organized so that I can find whatever I need easily to finish my work as fast and as well as possible. I'm usually focused when doing work as my mind is free from other worries at home. The positive relationship with my family and support from them motivates me to maximize my potential at work and submit assigned projects by the stipulated deadline.
I realize that I do not have a good work-family balance. I work hard to financially sustain my family so that they can have a good life. However, the lack of balance pulls down my family dynamics and working productivity, such that my boss feels that I do not meet the desired goals of the company. As a result, I vent my frustration at home and the cycle repeats itself.
I think I have a good balance. I'm working for me and my family. As I have got my priorities right, I manage both well, and this enables me to synergize all the positive energy into both aspects of my life. As a result, I perform to the best of my ability and hence get fully appreciated by my boss at work, who further willingly assigns me greater responsibilities that gradually increases my value to the company. Due to this, I return home in a good mood, thus creating a conducive family environment, and everything else falls into place when there is a healthy state of mind, a supportive family, and a productive workplace.
Smile, lift up your feet with a dance, lift up your spirits with a song.